What is up, everybody? Today I'm going to do a quick review of the removal of this dinosaur head unit. I finally got rid of this thing. This was one of my goals when I got the 4Runner because I couldn't stand just how old it really seemed and the functionality of it, especially being 2022, right? So this is gone and I upgraded to a Dasaita 10-inch touchscreen. There's a couple out there to choose from. I chose this one because it was on sale on Amazon. It had pretty good reviews, so I've really liked it. I've owned it for about a month. So I'm going to do a really brief install on that. There's a lot of really good videos out there on YouTube that do an in-depth tutorial of how to install it, so I'll link those in the description below. But I'd really like to show you guys the functionality of it and why I love it so much. And I'll also show you a couple flaws that kind of tweak with me a little bit, and you can make the judgment call for yourself if you guys want it. So let's go get started. Alright, now hopping in the car, you can see just how good this thing looks. It looks really, really nice in here. It looks almost like it's factory. And I really have no fitment issues at all. I spent a lot of time installing this to make sure it fit perfectly, and I have no gaps anywhere along the entire perimeter, so it fit absolutely perfect. Some people have those issues. For some reason I didn't. I would just say take your time when you go to install it. As you can see here, right, there is a gloss finish to it. Versus kind of like that matte finish of the other one. I would prefer this all day over the other one. The image is much crisper, and I've never had issues with like reflection from the windshield or the windows kind of affecting me seeing anything. Never had an issue. So starting it up now. This is a startup screen. It goes through this. And then it has a little bit of a Toyota portion just while the Android is booting up, but it is a little long, I would say. And there's the Android starting up. And then automatically it jumps into, oh, that was even quicker, wireless Apple CarPlay. So my phone, again, is not connected, but every time that you hop in the car, it just automatically connects it. And this is really, really fast. There is no lagginess whatsoever. And then you can have like your music, which I think is really, really nice. So everyone kind of knows the capabilities of Apple CarPlay. I absolutely love it. And this makes it so much better for road trips. So I definitely recommend this head unit or another one solely for that purpose. Now, I did have some fears that it was going to be laggy. I can guarantee you right now, it is not laggy whatsoever. I had wired Apple CarPlay before this, wireless Apple CarPlay now. No issues ever, so it's definitely awesome. So going into the factory screen, this is what it looks like. I did change the background to some like mountain outlines because I thought the factory one was cheesy. All you do is plug a USB into the USB kind of connector that this comes with from the factory, and you can upload any picture that you want onto it. It's really, really easy. So I think it looks really sleek though. You can change any of these colors. You can change the colors for any of these buttons. I did them all to match the 4Runner lights, and I think it looks really, really nice. Now it does have factory navigation. I don't really use that. I don't use this music button as well, but I do use the radio, and I think this looks really nice on the platform. It's really clean, kind of fits the theme of the 4Runner, and is sleek. Now one thing that I will say is a negative to this unit, and a lot of people say it's staticky, and it is. This is definitely a more staticky radio than the factory one. I don't know why that is. Quite honestly, I never listen to the radio enough for it to bother me. I always go to Apple CarPlay, so that's just my opinion. But if you do listen to the radio a lot, be prepared that it definitely isn't as crisp as the factory unit. And then, as you saw, that is how you get into the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto when you do connect. So it has a lot of capabilities. It has a lot of power to this unit. I honestly only use 3 or 4 functions of it, and they work absolutely awesome. I do like this tuning that it has right here. So the way that you're able to tune compared to the head unit from the factory is just insane, and you can do a bunch of presets and you can really pull out some good sounds from your factory speakers. It makes it sound way, way better. So I do like that a lot. There's a lot of ways that you can tweak this. And then it does have a lot of settings to where you can personalize it to how you like. And then there's a way that you can dim the screen or brighten the screen. And then there's also, I'm not really sure what this microphone setting does, but I will say one thing that I definitely will critique this unit on is here is the microphone that it came with in the box. Now it's a really nice looking microphone. I had it mounted right over my steering wheel and it looked awesome, but everyone said I sounded absolutely horrible. No one could understand me. I sound like a robot, so I quickly ripped this out. It's just an aux connection, so I went back to kind of the factory installed microphone, which is up here in the corner, which is nice because it's near you. But people, they can definitely hear me, but they just say that I sound like I'm a little far away. So I've had full conversations with it and never any issues, but it's definitely not as crisp as some of the other head units out there, so that's one thing I'll knock it on. But other than that, I think it's absolutely awesome. The knobs are really nice. It is pretty cool when you go to do like the fan or any of these controls right here. You can see that the display kind of changes accordingly, which is nice. When you have your doors open, it shows all of those, including the trunk. And then another thing, so I was a little worried about like kind of the screen size and everything being like elongated. Well, of course they accounted for it when they created the software, and then Apple CarPlay is pretty good at adjusting to it for whatever screen size it is. But I was a little nervous about it going into reverse. But as you can see, it's really not half bad. Again, it's a little grainy from the factory camera in the back, but it's a little skewed, but it's really not bad at all. And to me, it's just so much better than the factory head unit that I don't mind whatsoever. So that's my review of this. Hopefully this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, please comment down below. I'd love to hear what you think. So if you want to go with this head unit, or if you want to go with another one, I just totally recommend that you do make the leap. They're a little expensive, but it's just so much better and modernizes the car so much more. Thank you guys for watching, and I have a lot more content coming, so stay tuned. Thanks.